Hey Evergreen, my name's Lydia. Thank you for joining us on day 4 of our devotions leading up to Easter this week. Today we're taking a look at John chapter 13, starting in verse 3. It says, Jesus, knowing that he had come from God and was going away to God, stood up from dinner and removed his outer garments. He then wrapped himself in a towel, poured water in a basin, and began to wash the feet of the disciples, drying them with his towel. Fast forward to verse 12, it says, after washing their feet and picking up his garments, he reclined at the table again. And he said, do you understand what I have done to you? You call me teacher and Lord, and truly that is who I am. So if your Lord and teacher washes your feet, then you should wash one another's feet. I am your example. Keep doing what I do. I tell you the truth. A servant is not greater than the master. Those who are sent are not greater than the one who sends them. If you know these things and if you put them into practice, you will find joy. It's pretty incredible to me that Jesus knows he's about to die. He knows that he has 2 days left before the most atrocious torture and death. And what does he do? How does he spend that time? And I tell you what, he spends it the complete opposite of how I probably would want to spend it. I'd be wanting to do things for me, find all the experiences that I still have on my bucket list to check off. But instead, Jesus decides he's going to have dinner. And actually, this is where the tradition of communion started, with someone who's going to betray him. If you didn't get a chance, you can pop over yesterday and see the devotion that I gave about Judas betraying Jesus. So Jesus says, you know what? I'm going to spend my last couple of days with someone that is going to be my biggest enemy, and I'm going to spend it washing my friends' dirty, stinky, blistered feet. And man, some of you are feeling like maybe your feet are getting to that place. Like I know that I'm not the only one missing a good pedicure these days, I hate feet as it is, so I can't even imagine what Jesus was experiencing then, because you have to remember, these people got nothing on our COVID-19 feet. These people were wearing sandals, and they didn't have access to showers and the hygiene that we do now. They would be walking miles and miles a day on dusty roads. And Jesus says, I'm going to get down in a posture that is lowly, both physically and culturally, and I'm gonna clean your feet. Let me clean you. In this pandemic, obviously physically touching one another and serving each other in this exact way is not an option. But I just want to say to you, church, no contact doesn't mean no connection. No contact doesn't mean serving stops. And so the question remains, maybe even now more than ever, how are we serving and metaphorically washing one another's feet in this season? Our neighbors, our friends, our spouse, our kids, our coworkers. God served us with the very last couple of days he had on earth. Let us serve others in this season. We'll see you on Sunday, Evergreen, for Easter at 9:15 and 11 o'clock. Bye-bye.